You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now, listen, you already know time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G. Time and energy are the highest forms of currency at all times. Listen, I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that moolah, trying to get to that guap, that paper, that mucho dinero. But keep in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy is the highest forms of currency at all times, my G. You already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. I like to put that out there. You understand what I'm saying? So it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to everybody that's tapped into the channel. Big salute to everybody that's engaged with the channel. You already know constant elevation at all times. Constant elevation at all times, my G, and we only going up. Listen. Don't trip. We only going up. But what you got to understand is we doing this thing organically. It's an organic movement. You understand what I'm saying? It's easy to take the shortcut. It's easy to engage in beef. It's easy to do all of the things that excite the algorithm when it comes to this YouTube thing. But here at Grown Man Business TV, we're going to do this organically. So salute to everybody that's in tune. Salute to all my day one investors. You understand? I got investors. I got people that's been invested into this channel since day one. You feel what I'm saying? Invest in their time, invest in their energy. So I wanted to put that out there. You understand, man? So it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, listen, y'all see the title. Y'all see the thumbnail. Big salute to Deshaun for the you know what I mean, for the artwork. You know, we switched up the thumbnail. We switched up the profile picture. This is Grown Man Business TV at all times. At all times. Now, we're going to talk about, you know, a couple of different topics when it comes to this live stream right here. You understand? I want to approach it from multiple different angles. You already know. You already know how I'm giving it up, multiple different angles. So we're not going to jump all over the place, but we're going to touch a couple of different topics. And, you know, first and foremost, I want to talk about these bloggers. These bloggers. Now, I've been getting a lot of traction. I've been getting a lot of traction. I've been getting a lot of activity. I've been getting a lot of, you know, mixed reviews when it comes to the shorts that I've been putting up. Salute to everybody that's in tune. You feel me? These bloggers are the feds, part 1 through 6, and I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've always noticed how certain YouTubers, certain content creators, you know, the big YouTubers, how they manipulate, you know, young black men, how they manipulate the rappers, how they try to, you know, paint the narrative. And not only paint the narrative, but extract information for the feds. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. And what I'm realizing with doing these shorts is I'm getting a lot of mixed reviews in the DMs. I'm getting a lot of people that's feeling this way and feeling that way. I'm being called a racist right now. Grown Man Business TV, they calling me a racist. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm exposing these bloggers that been set here, you know, these content creators, these industry plants that been put in position to put you boys in jail. They've been put in position to trap you dudes. You understand what I'm saying? And one thing about Grown Man Business TV, one thing about the big homie is they supposed to give y'all the information. If y'all don't see it, then cool. You know, you're not gonna catch all the tricks. You're not gonna catch all the potholes and the traps. But if I see one or two, I'm gonna expose it. And when it come to DJ Vlad, when it come to Adam 22, when it come to, you know, all of these Caucasian, you know, bloggers, you gotta keep an eye on them, man. You gotta keep an eye on them. Now, I'm not gonna go too far with this one. You know what I'm saying? I just want to give my perspective on it. You know, when you got you know, the higher ups and the elites. You know what I'm saying? It get crazy on YouTube when you say certain things and you say certain names and you speak about certain people. But we all know, you know, the low hat people, when you got those dudes making an effort to interview all of the drill rappers, to make an effort to interview all of the ex-convict rappers, all of the rap artists that seem to have something to do with the streets, that might have some information on unsolved situations. You know, when they make an effort to be in tune, when they make an effort, a strong effort, you understand what I'm saying, to engage in our culture, that got to be red flags all over the field. It got to be red flags all over the field, because one thing for sure, two things for certain. Them little hat people, them, those neo-Nazis, they not going to engage with our culture unless they can monetize off it, unless they can capitalize off it, or unless they can put your ass in jail behind it. And nobody, nobody wants to really speak the real. So when it comes to an Adam 22, I would love to sit down with Adam 22. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the one that's going to turn those questions around on Adam 22. I'm the one that's going to turn them same questions around on a DJ Vlad. I'm going to turn those questions around on them. It's going to backfire if they ever engage with Grown Man Business TV. You understand what I'm saying? This what you really got to ask yourself. You know, when it comes to the little hat people, when it comes to the neo-Nazis, it's a lot of criminal activity in their culture. Adam 22, his family, they are engaged in a lot of criminal activity. Adam 22, his father went to jail a long time ago and was pardoned by President Clinton. You understand what I'm saying? His extended family are in deep and engulfed in criminal activity. And the same thing with DJ Vlad. DJ Vlad is a part of the higher ups and the elites. DJ Vlad is connected with the higher ups and the elites. So you got to ask yourself this question. Why don't they interview people that look like them that are criminals or ex-criminals? Why is it that they only interview black people that are criminals or ex-criminals? You understand what I'm saying? You know, go look at their interviews. Go look at their channels. It's devoted to black people. DJ Vlad, his channel is devoted to hip-hop. Hip-hop. Adam 22, devoted to black people, young black males. And listen, the higher you are, the better. The more intoxicated you are, the better. You understand? The more and the less that you know about, public relations, talking to people, how to cover your own ass, the better. So I'm just the one exposing it. I'm the one that's looking through the smoke and mirrors, pulling the curtain to the side and pointing the finger right where it need to be pointed at. You understand? I don't got no problem going at a Zip with the Drip, but I'm definitely gonna go at a DJ Vlad. I'm definitely gonna go at a Adam 22. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, my G. We tapped in. And I got a lot more. I got a lot more when it come to 1090 Jake. I got a lot more content that's already been created. I'm just waiting. I'm dropping it at the proper time. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But I'm the one that's always going to turn a side eye when I see them people engaging in our culture. When I see them people highly invested in what we got going on. It's always a red flag. It's always something you need to pay attention to. They have never engaged in our culture, you feel me, to better our culture. No, it's not just white people. It's not just, DJ Flip. I'm talking I'm talking China Mac. I'm talking any culture you want to tap into. They have never engaged with black people to better our situation. You understand what I'm saying? And it's getting real sticky and it's getting real ugly. It's becoming disgusting work when you look at Adam 22, because Adam 22, right? Unlike DJ Vlad, Adam 22 has built a whole platform based around gang members, black and Mexican gang members out there in California. And, the first thing he did was he exploited the whole gang culture. He exploited it. You understand what I'm saying? And he made it, this thing where everybody's saying, hey, Adam's giving these dudes jobs. And that's what the colonizers do. That's what they do. They put your ass to work. They put your ass to work for pennies. And the whole time you thinking that it's an opportunity. You thinking that it's an opportunity. You feel like, oh man, he gave me a job. Nah, he put your ass to work slave work at that. He's going to exploit you. He's going to exploit your community. He's going to exploit everything around you, and he's going to capitalize off it. So after Adam 22 exploited the gang culture, he took off. He made millions of dollars. You understand what I'm saying? He made millions of dollars. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, what I see is what nobody else is seeing. And I'm going to tell you right here on Grown Man Business TV, you know, Adam has exploited the gang culture, and now he's going to convert the gang culture to the LBG 123 ABC culture. Slowly but surely, Adam 22 is merging the gang culture with the rainbow culture. You understand what I'm saying? That's why Adam 22 got these gang members interviewing, you know, rainbow members. Adam 22 got Brick Baby and China and Crip Mac and them boys engaging with LBG 123 ABC community members, my G. Why doesn't he have anybody that looks like himself doing the same thing? You understand what I'm saying? So the master plan with Adam 22, the master plan is to is to merge the two lanes. Adam 22 is going to merge, and he's working hard, and higher ups in the elites are pulling strings, and they got him in position to merge the California gangs with the Rainbow Coalition. This is, listen. You heard it here first, my G. You heard it here first, and I told y'all, I don't come up here for the numbers. I don't care how many people is in the live chat. I'm going to give it to you raw. I've created a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. So for everybody that double back and watches this live stream, they could get the gist. They could understand what's going on. Adam 22, unlike DJ Vlad has done enough. DJ Vlad is the top of the mountain when it comes to the outsiders engaging in invading our culture. His work has put many a dudes in jail. DJ Vlad, if you believe it or not, he comes onto these platforms and he tells y'all, I don't have anything to do with the feds, and they asked me for this information, but I told them no. But you got to understand something. They're privy to all his interviews, even the interviews he doesn't drop, even the interviews that he edits. They are privy to the pre-edit. Yeah, I got some more when it come to Vlad. It's a lot of dudes that done been locked up. It's a lot of dudes that investigations have been started off of DJ Vlad's interviews. So I don't want y'all to get it confused. DJ Vlad is the top of the mountain when it comes to the higher ups and the elites and these industry plants that they put into our culture. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Salute. Yeah. COINTELPRO for sure. For sure. It's always a budget. It's always an agenda to infiltrate our culture. We are the most powerful. We create the waves. We are the culture. We are the cool. We are what's next. We make it happen. So they have to infiltrate us in any way, shape, form, and fashion to kind of keep us under control, my G. To kind of keep us under control, because, you know, when you get out of control, you get the the Jamal Rashads. You get the Hassan Campbells. You start to get these radicals. You understand? So for the most part, we gotta, and then when you involve the gang culture, the narrative behind it is to make y'all think that these dudes are dumb, that these dudes are just out here doing X, Y, and Z. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, the higher ups and the elites understand that the gang culture breeds leaders. Whew. Trying to give y'all some game. When you become a gang member and you become a leader of a gang, that means you become a leader of people, my G. That means you become a leader of warriors, of shooters, of sliders. How can we get this under control? Okay, they like Adam 22. Let's get our hands on Adam 22. Adam 22, we're going to shoot you to the top. You get these gang members and you keep them in check. And not only do you keep them in check, but you emasculate them. You take all that gangster bravado and you move that to the side, and you insert the Rainbow Coalition, the agenda, the LBG 123, the ABC community. We're gonna get you to emerge that. We need the gang lane and the LBG gang, and we need y'all to merge. Now you got Brick Baby and you got Crip Mac, and you got them sitting down with a gay Hoover. You understand what I'm saying? It's so much deeper than rap. Like when everybody scratches the surface, but nobody wants to go in. Nobody wants to really see what's happening. It's a reason. So I'm not gonna stay long on that. These dudes have to be exposed, and it's all fair in love and war. If these dudes want to have a conversation, they want to have a conversation with Grown Man Business TV, I'll sit down with them. I definitely sit down with a DJ Vlad or Adam 22, because I'm not the young dude high off lean. I'm not the young guy that been popping perks all day. I'm not one of these criminals that you can back into a corner. I'ma back you into a corner. I'ma back you into a corner. I'ma ask you, why is it that you're not, interviewing neo-Nazis? All the skinheads. Why haven't you interviewed and why haven't you interrogated a skinhead? Figure out what kind of race crimes they committed. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Y'all gotta really look through the smoke and mirrors, my G. You gotta be able to see what's going on. So salute to everybody that's engaged with those shorts, man. I get a lot of mixed reviews. I got a lot of people feeling the type of way when I say white people. When I say, stop letting these white people. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm the real. This is a lane for the real. This is a lane for the real. And in due time, a DJ Vlad, Adam 22, 1090 Jake, they'll have to answer for the COINTELPRO shenanigans that they bring into the game. They'll have to answer. It's a reason why Rick Ross did what he did to DJ Vlad. It's a reason for that. Because when you can see through the smoke and mirrors, and you got one of these, yeah, one of these people sitting in front of you asking you certain questions, it should offend you. It should offend you to the point where you want to put hands and feet on them. It should make you feel a certain type of way, that they are playing with your intelligence, that they think so lowly of your mental capacity that they'll ask you these questions on camera, try to line you up. Huh? It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. So that's just a quick synopsis when it comes to a DJ Vlad, when it comes to an Adam 22. DJ Vlad's interviews have got a lot of black men interrogated, possibly locked up, like it or not. Adam 22 is a homosexual. Adam 22 is merging the gang culture with the LBG 123 culture. Adam 22 is here to put gang members and rainbow members in the same room. Adam 22 is here to get you guys to submit and join the porn industry. Oh, it get deep, homie. It get deep. Adam 22 for the right price. Yeah. We all listen, man. If you don't know now, you know. You came to the right place. You came to the right channel to get that real. And I'm seeing certain videos. I got a video I put up 2 days ago, did 10,000 views one day. They watching. And what you got to understand about this YouTube thing, I told you, it's a portal, homie. This YouTube is a portal. So if they not watching the live streams, they watching the YouTube shorts that I'm doing. If they not watching the pre-recordings, they watching the shorts. It's multiple. multiple ways to get your point across. It's multiple ways to bring the real to the algorithm. And I'm a creator, homie, so I'm going to find a way. Salute to anybody and everybody that's in the chat. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You know, DJ Vlad is connected to the higher ups and the elites, and we all know who the higher ups and the elites are. Adam 22 is a neo-Nazi. Adam 22 is an ex, not even an ex. Right now, Adam 22 is a whole skinhead. There are pictures. I like to use the pictures of Adam 22 with his skinhead look, with his head shaved off. I don't like to use the pictures with Adam 22 with his little shag and his new haircut where he can fit in with you boys. I like to use the picture of Adam 22 where he got his head shaved. Adam 22 is a neo-Nazi. He's one of the ones that was rejected. They never, in his own culture, Adam 22 is not respected. He's gained respect because, they love to see us get manipulated. They love to see us get tricked out of position. And Adam 22 came into our culture. He act like he was in love with hip hop. And then he raped and pillaged and took full advantage of the culture. That's how they do it, homie. Vlad 22, he hung around. He played his part. He made the people think that he was in love with hip hop. He got his foot in the door and he exploited hip hop. He made the people think that he was in love with the culture. He got his foot in the door and he raped and pillaged. And I don't even like that. I gotta be careful. But he took full advantage of the culture. That's what he did. Rick Ross just saw it early and put hands and feet on him. Adam 22, yeah. Those guys, when they were younger, they were into hip hop and their culture. The men that surround them disown them. We ain't rocking with y'all. Y'all hanging out with them. Y'all hanging out with the blacks? Nah, we ain't with that. We ain't with y'all. We ain't with y'all hanging out with the blacks. We ain't with that. But then once they saw them hanging out with the blacks and then taking advantage of the blacks, oh, we can rock with that. We can rock with that. You in the hip hop? Okay. This is what we gonna do with you. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, homie. Yeah. Adam 22, he done got them gang members in position. He grooming them nice and neat, and they all ready. I'm gonna tell you something. Brick Baby, China, Crip Mac, all of the gang members that's involved with Adam 22, they getting put in position. I ain't gonna lie. I had a back and forth with Spider Lope some months ago, and it really disgusted me when I saw Spider Lope on Adam 22's on his platform. It disgusted me. Nipsey Hussle rolling in his grave. Nipsey Hussle is rolling in his grave to see somebody he thought that was real, somebody he thought was in tune, was connected, bowing down and working for the white man. Disgusting work, my G. You got an old head like Spider Lope on a platform like Adam 22, man. It's disgusting work, B. And you're not gonna hear nobody talking like this. You're not gonna hear nobody giving up the game like this. That's why we here. Those dudes are being groomed. Those dudes are being put in position. And the next stage is the LBG 123 ABC community. The next chapter for Brick Baby, the next chapter for Crip Mac, for Spider Lope, for all of the gang members. They're gonna be engaging with the Rainbow Coalition. Now I want to give a big salute to the AD, big salute to T-Rail, all of those dudes that took their walking papers and went and did their own thing. Because deep down inside, they understood what was going on too. But again, the colonizer he's gonna make it seem like opportunity. They're gonna put you in the fields, homie. You're gonna pick that cotton. You dig? And you're gonna feel like you have an opportunity. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, man. Now, you know, like I said, man, we gonna approach just a couple of topics. Uh, you know, I've been getting a lot of people in my DM asking me about the whole 50-50, the whole 50-50 situation. You know what I'm saying? That's like this whole thing that's going on. You know, should men go 50-50 with women? And to the 13 people that's in the chat, you know, tell me what you think. Let me know in the chat what y'all think as far as men and women going 50-50 in the household. Like, what do y'all think about that? Because it's a big conversation. And, before I even dig into that conversation, I gotta start where it begins at. I gotta start where it begins at. And I know a lot of people in my DMs, they don't like that I bring race into everything. For the most part, I bring race into everything because, like it or not, if it makes you uncomfortable or not, race is the driving factor on American soil and globally. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm just talking about from where I'm at in America, my native land. Race drives everything. Any and everything that you see, any and everything that you hear, any narrative, any propaganda, any kind of news, any and everything is driven by race. And a lot of people, it makes them uncomfortable. They feel like, why do we have to bring race into this? And why do we have to bring race into that? And, they'll sugarcoat what it really is. And it is respectfully, right? One thing I noticed about this 50-50 situation, men and women going 50-50 in a household. Men shouldn't do this and women shouldn't do that. One thing that I noticed is that all of these narratives are directed at black people. Is it anybody else that notices that? You don't see white women having these conversations. You don't see Mexican women and Asian women having these type of conversations on what a man is supposed to do and what a man is not supposed to do. And listen, in all of these cultures, you have wealthy men, you have poor men. You have middle class men, you have men that's getting money, you have men that's not getting money in all of these cultures. So you got a lot of white women that's dealing with, white men that are not rich, that are not, successful, that are not financially in position. Same thing with Asians. You got a lot of Asian women that are in, you know, that are in situations with Asian men that are not successful, that are not in position financially. The same thing with Mexicans and in Spanish or whatever. You gotta, it's only directed towards black women, and you only hear black women having these conversations out loud. And it's a reason for that. You understand what I'm saying? Before we get into what a man is supposed to be doing, what a man is not supposed to be doing, you know, these conversations are not meant for social media. These conversations should not be had. And when you got women that have these conversations in public, you have men that have these conversations in public, it's the utmost disrespect right then and there. Right there, that's already a actually asking me about. I'm going to give my perspective. I'm going to give you a grown man perspective when it comes to what men should do and what women should do. You feel what I'm saying? Now, first and foremost, I want to say this. any man, any grown man should inspire. He should want. He should already have the want to take care of all of the bills in the house. You know, that's just something that we have been taught a man does and a man is. And I feel like personally, all men that are men naturally want to take care of the whole household. They naturally want to pay all the bills. They naturally want to have that kind of power, that kind of dominance in the household. You understand what I'm saying? So any man that doesn't first and foremost want that, that's probably a red flag right there. That's a red flag right there. Now, what you want and what you can do are two totally different things. And it's a lot of men that are not financially in position to pay for the whole house. That doesn't make you not a man. That just makes you a man that is having to fight and get to that position. You understand what I'm saying? So first, like I said, a man should already want to do that. Now, if he can't do that, that's a whole nother story, right? Now, let's really talk about this because I really want to talk to the women. I want to direct this, at my grown men, but I really want to get the women some game on this. Something that I noticed no female is talking about. No female is talking about this. No female is really homing in on the situation. Now, ask yourself this question. Why has it been set in our mental Rolodex that men should pay all of the bills? Now, you got to understand something. Again, in this country, everything is ran off of some kind of narrative, off of some kind of agenda, off of some kind of, it's a reason for everything. You understand what I'm saying? And women are not tapping into the real reason. So I'm gonna give y'all the real reason. Back in the day, you know, back in the day, right? White men set the standard for paying all the bills in the house. White men said that women should stay in the house, women should be barefoot, women should raise the children, and women should cook, and they should tend to the house, and that's it. So when that whole narrative of women having to stay home, women not being able to vote, women not having no rights, women not being able to work, women not being able to do nothing, that was something that the colonizers, the higher ups and the elites, white men, that's something that they set in place for women. And that wasn't something to empower women. A man paying all of the bills in the house was not something put in place to empower a woman. It wasn't something put in place to make a woman show her soft side. It was a power move on the chessboard of life, my G. You understand, females? Any female that runs across this, listen to me clearly. A man paying all of the bills in the house was never put in place for your benefit. It was to strip you of all power. It was to strip you. It was to strip you of all power. So let me get into that. Let me really make you understand what I'm saying. When a man was paying all the bills back in the day, right? That kept the female in the house. That kept her barefoot in the kitchen, raising the babies. And that would let the man be able to go out, work. Maybe when he got off of work, he stopped at a brothel. You feel what I'm saying? Spend a couple of nickels on a prostitute and have a good time. And then he would come home to his wife and he knew she was at the house and she couldn't go nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? And those tendencies, they've transcended all the way until today. Now now what you mean by that, Grown Man Business TV? What I'm saying to you is when a man pays all the bills in the house, that's why it never works a lot of the times. Because when a man is paying all of the bills in the house, he feels like, okay, I rule this shit. You have no say so. You have no skin in the game. I'm paying all the bills. If you leave, so what? I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to do it how I want to do it. And if you don't like it, then you can hit the road, Jack, and don't come back. No more, no more, no more, no more. So think about this. Why you have all of these NBA players that pay all of the bills in the house, and then they have to get divorced because they you know, their wife isn't comfortable with them having multiple women. Their wife isn't comfortable with the lifestyle of a man that takes care of everything. It's really because the origin of that was to the origin of a man paying all. And I know it sound good, ladies. Ladies. And I'm gonna get a little deeper into this. I know it sound good, ladies, when y'all say, I want a man to pay all of the bills. I want a man to do this, and that's what a man is. But that's just half for the story. They ain't give y'all the other half of the story. They told y'all that's what a man is and he gonna pay all of the bills. But once that man, yeah, but that, you know, the other half of the story is that man is gonna have multiple women. See, back, okay, now again, let me take it back in the day. The guy worked in the factory. The guy was an inventor. He was whatever he was. He was financially stable. He pays all the bills. These dudes typically had multiple families. You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? I think about this. These dudes paid all the bills. Their wife was supposed to be at home paying the bill, you know, cooking the food and making sure the babies was going to school and making sure the kids was going to, you know, get nice and ready for school in the morning. These dudes had a family on the other side of town. And sometimes they had another family on the other side of town. And these dudes said, hey, I'm paying all the bills. I'm working every day. I'm gonna do this. Ask your grandmothers. These women didn't have rights. These women couldn't vote. These women couldn't get jobs. These women couldn't have ambitions. These women couldn't have motivations. They couldn't inspire to be more. A housewife was the top of the top. A housewife was the top of the mountain. And these women, your grandmother, your great grandmother, they dealt with their husband. They dealt with their husband having multiple families. They lived with their husband knowing that he had a family on the other side of town. Do you understand that? Now let's fast forward to today's time. Because I'm gonna really break into this. Y'all want a man to pay all the bills, but y'all don't want a man to have multiple women. Y'all don't want a man to cheat on y'all. Y'all don't want a man to, you know, have another family. Y'all want a man to pay all the bills and be monogamous to you. That is not how the game works. That is not what it, and because it was never put in place to empower women. It wasn't something they did with the pure intentions for women. They did it to strip y'all of power. So now we you know, again, I'm giving y'all prime examples. Why did Brittany Renner leave her baby daddy? Brittany Renner, she had a baby with a basketball player. She had a $15,000 a month allowance. She had the Bentley. She had the Rolls Royce. She had the mansion. She had the kids. But she couldn't deal with her baby daddy fucking a couple of Instagram models. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shawnee O'Neal, Shaq's wife. Michael Jordan's wife. Michael Jordan liked white women. He liked to do his thing with white women every now and then. That's what he liked to do. So what the picture that I'm trying to paint for y'all is that when you get a man and he's already in position, he's already financially stable, he's already put in all the work that he needs to put in to pay all of the bills. you become like a child to him. You become like a extra, liability. You know what I'm saying? The children are liabilities. You pour into them. They're not return. You don't get a return on your investment no time soon. Maybe they grow up and they become rich and then or they take care of you. You get a return on your investment later on in life. So when a man takes on a woman and this woman has no ambition, this woman has no, she has no drive, she has no dreams, she has no goals. All she wants to do is sweep around the house. All she wants to do is be a housewife. You know, that that is damaging for the woman. And that's why I'm just trying to be real with y'all, the women out there, any female that's going to tap into this. That's why the men that pay all the bills have multiple girlfriends. That's why the men that pay all the bills they go on business trips, they fuck the secretaries, they fly out Instagram models. You understand what I'm saying? That's the part that comes with this shit that y'all ain't understanding. That's the part that they leave out. That's the part that they leave out. Now let me show you how this works. How it's possible that it can work. Now, again, a lot of these women, they want to meet us men already intact, ready to pay all the bills, financially stable, and I already told y'all what comes with that. But let's say you meet a guy and he's still in college. Let's say you meet a guy and he's working at a warehouse, he's working construction, um, and he's not making a lot of money, and he has drive and he has ambition, and he wants more. And you see the king in him, but he just hasn't become the king that you see in him yet. You see it though. And let's just say you give this guy a chance and he can't pay all the bills. You guys have to go 50-50. That's called shooting in the gym. Oh, I might go live. Listen. Um, I might go live again with this and just really give the whole lot. But right now we just gonna stream out. And yes, honesty. This is the honest part about it. Shiva, this is the honest, this is the reality of it that they're not giving y'all on social media. They're having these conversations about men and paying all the bills and what a man is, and they're leaving out this part of it, right? So when Drake said you wasn't with me shooting in the gym, that's the reason why that line resonated with so many people, is because it's a period of time in a man's life that you're gonna have to be with him. You're gonna have to be in the gym with him before he makes it to the NBA. You're gonna have to be in the gym with him before he becomes the king that he's destined to be. And if you in being in the gym, being in the trenches, being in a situation where y'all have to share the bills, being in a situation where he's not fully at his full potential yet, but you still love him and you still treat him like a king, and you help him grow into what he's supposed to be. That is the quality that keeps a man from treating you like a child when he becomes rich. So when this man is in the gym, when this man is shooting in the gym, and you're still treating him like a king, you're still cooking, you're still taking care of the house, you're still rubbing his back, you're still doing what you're supposed to do in the bedroom. When he becomes rich, when the wealth and the fortune comes his way, he's not going to look at you as a liability. He's going to look at you. Oh, trying to get y'all the game, man. He's going to look at you as an asset. He's going to look at you as a woman that brought something to his life that helped him get to the next level. You understand what I'm saying? So again, you know, you got to understand. So what that means is, to all the women that's saying they won't date a man until he can pay all the bills. You're asking for a lifestyle that your grandma and them had. You're asking for the guy with multiple families. You're asking for something and you don't even really know what you're asking for because there's not a grown man like Grown Man Business TV giving y'all the reality of this. That's the reality. You got to shoot in the gym. You got to go through the trenches with him. You understand? And when you do that, he won't leave you for a white girl. When you do that, he's going to respect you on another level. Now, I want to approach this from a whole nother angle. Because again, I want the women to really understand something. When you let a man take full control of everything around you, it kills your motivation. It kills it kills the spark that a lot of women these days have. Back in the 50s, back in the 40s, women didn't have that spark. Women didn't get their own money. Women wasn't allowed to step out there and touch it and touch reality. They was kept in the house. You understand what I'm saying? So 50-50. That mean your women need to have some type of game plan. She need to have some type of aspiration. That means she needs to have, some type of goals. What do you hold on fast, guys? You already see what's going on out here, man. Oh goddamn. I don't know what's going on. Some on me. But your woman needs to have. Hold on, for me in general. Yeah. Don't tell nobody who you don't. Keep that to you. Yeah, don't tell nobody. But yeah, then respect. That's respect. They make it sound so good when they say, "Get you a man that can pay all the bills." You are a man if you can pay all the bills. And in reality, you are a man if you can pay all the bills or not. You are a man if you stand on grown man business. You are a man if you inspire and you get up every day and you go hard to get it and you're constantly trying to figure out another way and a better way to get to the next level. You are a man if you're respectful. You are a man if you know how to protect. Just because you pay all the bills don't make you a man, right? And I like to really home in on the fact that, it's a lot of entrepreneurs, it's a lot of women today that are touching paper, that are going to college, that are successful. My wife is successful, man. You understand what I'm saying? And, I'm paying all the bills and telling her to stay in the house and telling her to, raise like, yeah, you got to have those qualities. You need to be nurturing. You need to be able to raise a child. You need to be able to know how to cook, but you need to know how to clean. You understand what I'm saying? But you also need to have goals and aspirations. You also need to be able to bring your goals and your the things that you want in life into reality. You understand what I'm saying? And then again, if it was just that simple, why don't these marriages and these situations work with these ball players and these rich dudes? It's because when a guy is paying for everything, it's just like having another child, and they begin to treat women like children. And back in the day, that was okay. So Grandpa George, he had grandma, he had Nana, he had a girlfriend on the other side of town, and he had two sons with her. And then when he went on the road, he had another girlfriend out there in Minnesota, and he had two kids with her. And that's just something that, that's just grown man bars that you got to deal with. Your grandmama ain't had no choice. Your grandma didn't have no choice in the matter. She had to stay her ass in the house. She had to cook. She had to, whatever your granddaddy was, that's what she had to deal with. Women these days, this is not the traditional woman. Half of these women, we're not even gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into that. But I just wanted to kind of home in on the trap. All of this shit is a trap. Never think that never think that these narratives are set out to better women. They're not trying to better y'all. They trying to trick y'all. They got y'all talking about, oh, the dude. So the dude got to come with all this. If he come with all that money, that mean he coming with side bitches. Or he got a gang of Trust me, man. A lot of these dudes ain't really never had no paper. A lot of these women ain't really dealt with men with money. The same women that's talking about a man got to pay all the bills, she's never attracted one man that pays all of her bills. Because trust me, she would know what come with that. Homie paying all the bills is no arguing. You don't have nothing to say. The food need to be ready when he get to the house, and it better be hot. It better be hot. He don't want to hear about you. He don't. It ain't no nagging. You don't get the nag. Homie working and paying all the bills. You don't have a say so in the house. You are there to make sure the house is clean. You are there to make sure dinner is ready, and you are there to make sure the kids are straight for school. You don't have no say so in the situation. Women have fought for a long time to get out of that situation. And it's looking like they trying to put y'all right back in it. There's nothing wrong with a man paying all the bills, but you should already be willing and able to pay 50% of the bills. What if something happens and he loses all his stocks? Or what if, with success comes down, it's ups and downs to this money thing. It's ups and downs. I'm talking the richest men, they lose billions of dollars in stocks. They use $100 million doing this. They lose $100 million doing that. It's ups and downs to this shit. Side by side, step by step, that's how you do it. That's what it's about. And you got to understand, I already been and told y'all a 1,000 times, the family unit is the most dangerous. That's the most dangerous weapon when it comes to this government. When it comes to the establishment, the one thing they do not want is the family unit. And when I say family unit, I mean man, woman, child. Not man, man, child, not woman, woman, child, not none of these extraordinaries. Man, woman, and child. So again, women they're mental, they're scatterbrained. Women don't focus on one thing. Women, their brain goes all over the place. Men, we are logical. We can look at one thing, focus on it. It's like one track to a certain extent. So the smart thing to do is to attack the woman. Attack the woman. Listen, you will not see 5 or 6 white women having this conversation. Show it to me. Go on Instagram, wherever you watch your content at, and show me 5 white women talking about what white men supposed to be doing. Go on social media. Go on any of these social media platforms and find me 5 or 6 Mexican women talking about what Mexican men supposed to be doing. Go on any of these social media anywhere and find me 5 white women, 6 white women talking about what white men supposed to be doing that make them men. It don't happen, homie. It don't happen. You understand? So the family unit has to be broken down. And when you make a female, when you pollute her mind to make her think that, you not gonna deal with nobody unless they can pay all your bills, that has already put you in a position where you ain't gonna have nobody. Because if you do find somebody that's gonna pay all your bills, he gonna do what he wanna do. Y'all ain't with that neither. Y'all ain't with sharing your men. So you either going so you're not gonna win either way. That mean that's two strikes against the family unit, homie. Yeah, 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 for sure, for sure. So man, I just wanted to tap in with those things, man. That whole pay all the bills so she can stay home and be a housewife and all of that. That's cool if you got a female with no ambition. You got a lot of women out here starting businesses, making millions of dollars. They can't do that with their feet, with their shoes off in the kitchen every night, cooking goddamn whatever you like to eat. It's a lot of women out here with master's degrees, doctorate degrees, getting a lot of money. Women have been, I ain't gonna lie, and for some reason, you got to look at, again, I always say the white man, well, when you look at the rules that white men have had for women for such a long time, it's crazy. White men knew that women could be this powerful. White men, the establishment back in the 40s, back in the 50s, back in the 30s, back in the 60s, they knew, hey, if we let these women out the kitchen, they will be powerful. If we let these women vote, if we let these women get out the kitchen, if we let these women make some money, they will be powerful. And they did everything that they could to keep y'all in the kitchen. They did everything that they could, but you had a lot of women fighting against that. And now women done got out the kitchen. Women done got out the kitchen. They done got outside. They done start getting careers. They getting money. They getting educated. And you want to put them in a position where a man is paying all of the bills. So now a man has all of the power again. Because if a man is paying all of the bills, trust me, he got all of the power. It's a lot of white women out there that's dating men that work construction and he ain't paying all of the bills. And you don't hear white women talking against that. Mexican women, you will have a Mexican man standing on the side of the goddamn freeway selling pineapples. But you better know something. He got a lunch made. He got tortillas and quesadillas waiting for him at home too. And if his wife start talking crazy, he gonna handle that. It's only black women that get manipulated out of position. It's only black women that's being manipulated out of position. Sold a false dream, sold a false hope. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. When the time come again where all men are working and paying all of the bills, your ass will be back in the house. It will be no voting. It will be no say so. Your ass, listen, a closed mouth. And back in the day when you got Jazzy, those dudes used to smack. They used to backhand them women. Yeah, bitch, shut up. What you talking about? I've been working all day, huh? That's what they used to do. This is the real, homie. I've created a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. I'm the only one telling y'all the real. And I felt like I had to say this because I got daughters. And I'm not the one that's telling my daughters. I would never tell my daughters, yo, only date a man who could pay all of your bills. You a slave now, shorty. Only date a man that could pay all of your bills and you a slave. You a slave now. That's what that equals up to. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody that's tapped in. Salute to all my day one investors, man. We only going up. We growing organically. I know it's late. It's a Monday. What's today? Sunday. So you got a lot of people got to work in the morning. I don't hit the road. I don't get on the road until Tuesday. So my Mondays is like Sundays. You feel what I'm saying? I be up late on a Sunday. You feel me? So salute to everybody that's tapped in. We gonna have fun with this. We're gonna have fun with this. And I think I'm gonna double back on this particular topic because, again, it's a big It's a it is what it is, and it'll be what's gonna be, man. Salute to everybody that's tapped in, man. Holla at me, gang.